My name is David Smith. I'm the writer, producer, and director of Take One Tablet, shown here at the Macon Film Festival. It's a short film about 3.5 minutes about a patient with OCD who's down to his last 6 pills. And when he opens the pill bottle, half the pills are up and the other half are down. There's the labels, the lettering on the pill is up on half and half down, and so he has to get them all up or all down before he can take his medication. So, and antics ensue as a result of that. So.
What was the genus of the project?
2 things. One of which I broke my shoulder a couple of summers ago, and I was on the medication, and I was down to my last 6 pills, and then I looked down, and it was like, well, it's a good thing I'm not OCD. And I said, well, that's a good idea. I need to write that down. So I just jotted it down in my idea book. And then when I teach at Gainesville State College. I teach film and video production at Gainesville State College, and my students were kind of like, well, I don't have any ideas, and I don't have any cast and so forth. So I said, like, look, if I can do it, then you can do it. So I went home that weekend, put it together, shot it, edited it, brought it in first thing Monday morning, showed the class, and say, all right, no excuses. And then they say, and I tell them, well, submit your films to festivals. And they go, well, I don't know, they may not like it or not. And I said, well, okay, look. And I did it and said, okay, if my film can get in, so can yours. So if you're going to be a filmmaker, you got to get out there and do it. And that's why I decided to go to Macon.
Now you're the star of your own film?
Yes, I did everything. I set the camera up. It's a point of view shot. It's all one point of view shot. So I'm like, my hands are wrapped around the camera, and I'm actually doing the pills and making the noises and so forth like that.
So tell me a little bit about your marketing campaign at the festival. I understand instead of a handbill, you've got something else.
Yes, actually here, I've got one here somewhere.
And I know your wife had a lot to do with putting it together.
Yeah, she did. We put it together at Take One Tablet, and the film's called Take One Tablet, and this is a mirror of what the label looked like when he was with obsessive behavior. The label's on crooked, and then I gathered the bottles.
All of it's intentional.
It's all in choice. Everything. Yeah. The label is slightly off tilter. The pills are not completely oval. Misspelled words. Pharmaceuticals spelled with an F, and a lot of those subtleties that would just drive some people nuts.
Sounds like one of those find what's wrong with this picture.
Right, and there's a lot of it there. Everything on he's taken the medicine in his bathroom, and everything that's in the bathroom is round. The sink is round, the pill bottle tops are round, the little pot for nasal issues is round, the cotton swab containers around. Everything's round except for this one thing of deodorant, which is oval. And so because it's not round, he tries well, how can I adjust this? And that's what sets him off. So just a lot of these little subtleties to try to get people, to tap into it. And some people, it really does. I showed it to my students, and then I said, I meant to ask, how many of you is anyone OCD? And I had one student raise his hand and goes, so what did you think? That's so true. That's so true.
So this was your first festival screening?
This is the first narrative festival screening. Okay. I've had some screenings at the Telly Awards. I've gotten a few awards through industrial work for the Telly Awards.
But I mean with this film?
With this film, yes. This is the first screening.
And you had it today, and what was the reaction?
It was very well received. Lots of people there. I actually had a student from Alabama who I met, who has a documentary here, and he said, and he was just like going, that's so what I would do that. I would do that. I'm OCD. That's exactly what I would do. And all the pills would have to be up or all of them down before I said so. So he was just, it resonated with him. The next film started, and it wasn't a comedy, but he was still laughing because he kept thinking about, OCD. So, and the running joke is, I'm not OCD, I'm CDO, where the letters are alphabetical like they should be. So. I'm David Smith. My film is Take One Tablet at the Macon Film Festival, and you're watching The Daily Film Fix.